Hello everyone and welcome to another video. Today it's time for a round in the United States. Played this one plenty of times before, but haven't ever hit a high score on it yet, or a top score on it I should say. So going to give myself a little longer than usual, 3 minutes around, and we'll see how we get on. So we're instantly at a crossroads. I won't even look behind me, which is what I usually do. Let's just get to it and see where we are. Quite flat land here. Washington Boulevard and People Something Drive. Okay, very good. Now, what do we think we should do here? Let's spend a second and think which way are we going to turn, because it kind of feels like we're near an airport almost, doesn't it? But I'm not sure about that. We can go either way here. Let's just see if we can get the name Dale. Is this an airfield down here? I think it might be, you know. It kind of looks like there's some sort of terminal building, and also it is fenced off. So, you know, I think if there is something interesting, then that should help. So let's have a look and see where we're at. There will be a sign, presumably, telling us where we are. Interesting. Right. Well, we've got a state flag here. Which state is it? That is the state flag of California. You can see the bear. You can even see Fornia written there, and the red stripe at the bottom. So, very iconic flag in California. So, an EC or CEC, did that say? Let's just take a quick look. Yes, that says CEC. So that could say something. Not totally clear if this is an airfield yet. Maybe it is not, but I think it might be. Del Norte County Regional Airport. Right, okay, so it is. So that makes a bit of sense. Well, we're going to have to just get in there, I think. I'm not sure about counties. But let's... Well, no, maybe we need to do a bit more investigation first. I think we've probably come to see enough there. The Jack McNamara Field, Del Norte. Well, that's not a city, I don't think. Certainly not one I've ever heard of. And yeah, CEC. What I wonder what that could mean, because that's you know, it doesn't fit with Del Norte, doesn't it? It might be California something. And let's just see what's here. We're by the sea, so that's good. So we know we're on the coast, but short of going up the California coastline, I don't know. We're going to have to put in a guess in a second, because we've only got 10 seconds. So unfortunately the time is out. I'm going to go with up here somewhere, just because it's not an area I recognize. And yeah, there we go. Even further north, we were in Crescent City, which I've never heard of. Last minute guess there, really. Del Norte County Regional Airport. There we go. So Crescent City was the name of the town, and I'm sure if we had ample time, we'd have found that. I just went for Northern California because I'm less familiar with it. And really, you know, could have gone way north. We saw we were on the coast there then, so another approach could have been to start from the northern border and work down, in which case we'd have found it, you know, very quickly. So, yeah, not bad on the whole, I don't think. On to the next round. Right, well, there was an American flag, stars and stripes back there again, but not going to dwell on that too long. I'm going to take a quick look at this cool sports car here. Look at that. Don't know what that is. I'm not so familiar with my American cars. I think it's a Corvette. Okay, very good. That's enough of that. Nice Corvette. Oh, I think we skipped ahead a bit there. Not quite sure, so just going to carry on. This could be any neighborhood as far as I'm concerned at the moment, really. I mean, perhaps it's worth trying to see some of these number plates, if there's any that we recognize there, but they're all quite similar. I feel like we're on a bit of a cul-de-sac as well, which isn't helping. So it's going to be, we're clearly in some sort of town. in some sort of residential area of a town. And unfortunately, just getting out of there, Fairmont is no clue. But getting out of these areas into somewhere where there's, you know, a school or a police department is not always the easiest. What's down here? Yes, this is what we're looking for now. And you see, the landscape changes. I would have said earlier we were in, you know, the Midwest somewhere, but this now looks more like the Northeast. University Avenue and 32nd. And what is that logo? That's a strange logo. We're well over halfway through the time already. LR. University Avenue. Let's go and have a look at this building. Integrative Nanotechnology Sciences. Oh my goodness, that sounds absolutely insane. A lot of very smart people around. Let's keep going down this University Avenue. I'm going to go this way. It just feels like there's a bit more down here. It's taking a little time, unfortunately, to scroll. But let us see if we can see something. We've got under a minute left. The time does fly. So let's see how we do. Just on these buildings is probably the best bet we've got, if there is a building. UALR. What is that? UALR. Damn. University of Alabama. I think I'm going to go with that because LR, Alabama is Little Rock. Not Alabama, Arkansas. Where's Little Rock? LR. I've only got 7 seconds. There is Little Rock. I'm going for the middle of it. If it is UALR, this is where we are. I don't know where the university is. Ah, yes, it is. Okay, that was very last minute. Bit annoying, actually, because I think I could have easily have found that. University Avenue is here. UALR, I thought of Alabama, but LR made me think of Little Rock, and I forgot it was in Arkansas as the name of the state. But yes, much closer. Just nailed that in the final few seconds. So that was a good find there, looking at those buildings. Never been to Alabama, but, you know, looks like a nice place. To me, it looked like the Northeast, you know, at the end there, particularly. There's a for rent sign here. Let's just see if there's any clues on there. 2-bed, 2-bath, and garage. Well, this place has got more than one garage. It's got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. It's got 6-car garage. That's absolutely insane. Who drives that many cars? Right, we're on Sycamore and Thompson. Looking to need to move faster and get on with these guesses a little more sometimes, I think. So just getting movement in there really does help. Especially in sort of suburban areas, I think, because you know, you can go for a while without coming across something, and if you don't start and you've got a time limit, then it really doesn't help. So I'm just trying to get to sort of a major intersection here, something with some businesses on it or so on. I mean, it might be worth a quick look, see what's down here. But I don't think so. Don't think there's anything interesting there. So yes, here we go. Now we're coming across. So we've got a railway track that might help us. Zeller Road, Leon Road. Zeller and Leon. That's interesting. We're actually at a roundabout, which is quite unusual in the States. Zeler and Lein. Unfortunately, don't seem to be doing too well here. Nothing really interesting is coming up, so we're going to have to take a guess in a second as to... Yeah, I thought... I was looking for a main road, so I'm glad to have come across something, but I don't see it signposted, so I won't know what it is. Bit annoying. I wonder if we can hop up onto it using some kind of GeoGuessr magic. Nope, now we're under it. And can't seem to hop up onto it. So with 30 seconds to go, this is going to be pure guesswork. I wonder if, we're going to have to rely on these businesses here maybe to tell us where we are now. Or I did see a sign on the motorway. If I can spin round quick enough. I'm really trying, believe me. We might be able to get something. But with 10 seconds to go, I don't think so. Copart. Leon Road. Leon's a very strange name. I think I'm just going to go for sort of somewhere in the Midwest here. Let's say Ohio. Oh, my goodness. I didn't make a guess. That is so frustrating. Well, that's blown any good work we've done out the window. I was going to go with Ohio, so it wouldn't have been tremendously far off either. But unfortunately, timed out there. So on to the next round. You cannot win them all, but should have put down a safety pin earlier. This, for all intents and purposes, could have been the same place, really, couldn't it? East Rockingham. Free Will Baptist. Okay, Rockingham is good. That's an actual town, or East Rockingham even. We're on a main road here, so we just need to find out the state. Rockingham, where? Lots of flags here, lots of US. We've got the Liberty gas station. So wonder where Rockingham is. It looks like we've got some public buildings here, so we should be able to work this out from here. Horace Mann and Norma King. That doesn't say anything. There's nothing on that building. I just wish I'd guessed in that last round. Goodness, that's frustrating. Ah, dear. That sign might actually have something on it, so let's try and get that. The problem is it's just at a bit of an angle. No, unfortunately it's not going to work, is it? Got to move on. Unfortunately, nothing came through there. What do we have here? Some businesses. Convenience store, no. So starting around this time with a minute to go now to think about, what are the alternatives? What does this say? Trinity, Emmanuel, Holiness. Quite a religious part. So that makes me think, we're also on Airport Road, so perhaps at some point we'll come across an airport, but we can't bank on that, unfortunately. Quite a lot of religious reference around here, and I do associate that with more the South, the United States. So perhaps we're somewhere, in that region. Really couldn't say where. It's not obvious. Rockingham. Is Rockingham a place in Alabama? It's time to get on the map and first of all put a pin down. It sort of might ring a bell that there's a Rockingham in Alabama, but I'm just not sure if that's true. So I'm going to put a pin down sort of in the middle, but there is not. Okay. Well, maybe there is, but it's not this one. We were in South Carolina. I think that is South Carolina. North Carolina. Charlotte, North Carolina is up there. Yes, that's right. Okay. And we were in Rockingham. So Rockingham East. We were actually in quite an urban area. It didn't feel like it. So I'm just curious as to where we traveled. We were on the Airport Road. And, if we'd have gone north, which I don't think we were doing, we'd have hit the 1 quite quickly, actually. We weren't, and I think we were traveling south down here. So East Rockingham is where we ended up. But yes, okay. So not too bad on the whole, but well, by the US standards at least, in the right neck of the woods, but still a long way from home. Goodness, the US is a big country. And we're into the final round here, and we're by a stadium. This is a bit different. So interesting one here. I wonder if we could just scroll in and see. Oh no, I thought that was writing for a second. It isn't. Some windows. So This to me doesn't look. This to me looks like a college or maybe a a high school stadium. It's absolutely yes, Illinois State University. Okay, great. Well, we should be able to get this one pretty quickly. He says, of course, Illinois is still a big place. Illinois State University, Hancock Stadium. Okay, and they've got some bird mascot there. So Illinois up here somewhere. Illinois State University. Now, do we think that that is in Chicago? Ah, dear. Don't know. Not sure. It might be in Springfield. Let us just zoom in here. Don't see one. Lincoln Land Community College. So I do have 2 minutes, so can spend a bit of time going through the major cities here and just seeing. The good thing about these big campuses is that they're sort of visible from high up. So Heartland Community College. So if I can see Heartland but I can't see Illinois State University, then yeah, I'm going to assume it's not there. So Peoria. Maybe it's up in Chicago. I mean, there's no reason to suspect it wouldn't be. But it's just Chicago is a bigger place, so I was worried about getting in there and finding it, really. Let's try one more block and just start from the south down here. Going to put a pin down. What campuses do we have here? Museum of Illinois Institute of Technology. This could take a second. Just looking for those hats. DePaul University. Northeastern Illinois University. I don't think we're there, but with 4 seconds to go, I don't have much else to go on. We're maybe in Springfield. Oh, Bloomington. I could have sworn I looked at Bloomington. I definitely looked at Bloomington. So, where was it? We saw their Heartland Community College. And lo and behold, I think I said at the time, if I can see Heartland and I can't see Illinois State, it surely isn't there, but it is. Look at that. You zoom in a bit further and you've got Illinois State University here and the main playing fields and so on. So there we go. Illinois State University, for future reference, is in Bloomington. Well, nonetheless, I think, unless you know that, obviously, the right approach still to go city by city and try and look for things. But Chicago is a big city there, so it would have been hard to find. Yeah. So all told, not a great round, unfortunately. Some good wins in there, but a missed guess is really quite frustrating. 15,000 points this time in total. Not a high scoring round in the US for me, but I'll be back again soon to give it another try. So I do hope you've enjoyed watching this, and see you in the next video.